In a sea of re-releases, it is sometimes hard to remember that there is a class of LEGO Star Wars sets that consists of models that only have a single entry. LEGO Star Wars will turn 20 years old in just 2 years, which is bound to make some of us feel quite old. During that time, hundreds of sets have been released across sub-themes based on films, TV shows, expanded universe content, and even exclusive parodies. With so many iconic vehicles, remakes have been inevitable, with a variety of ships now approaching double digits in terms of LEGO releases, mentioning no snowspeeders in particular. On the other end of the spectrum, there is a group of LEGO Star Wars sets that stand alone. These sets are the only version based on the piece of subject matter in question, never being re-released. This exclusive club of one-hit wonders includes some models that are good in their own right and others that would welcome a modern re-release. For this Brick Fanatics look back, anything that appeared in The Force Awakens, Rogue One, and The Last Jedi has been disregarded, as there have not been enough years yet for re-releases to be expected. 10,123 Cloud City 2003. With a new UCS Millennium Falcon on the books, 10,123 Cloud City has now risen to the top spot on almost every LEGO Star Wars fans' list of sets they wish the LEGO Group would re-release. Truly, it is astonishing that such an iconic location has never been remade other than the utterly disappointing 75,137 carbon freezing chamber model that depicted just one small section of 10,123. Due to hailing from the early days of the theme, 10,123 did not have as many copies produced, coupled with being a slow enough seller that it had to be discounted. This had made it harder to get since and driven its aftermarket price higher. Relief may be coming, with rumors of a D2C Cloud City starting to pick up steam. 10,221 Superstar Destroyer 2011. The sheer size of 10,221 surprised and delighted LEGO fans back in 2011 when this behemoth flew onto store shelves. One of the most impressive LEGO Star Wars display models ever produced, it will surely be re-released someday, but it may take another decade, much to the horror of those who missed out. A truly staggering model in terms of size, 10,221 still remains atop many AFOL's wanted lists years after it was discontinued. 10,195 Republic dropship with a TOT Walker 2009. Nobody was asking for a £183.99 model of the pair of vehicles that appear for about 3 seconds in the climactic battle that closes at Attack of the Clones, but that didn't stop the LEGO Group from releasing it anyway. No screen time is too small to preclude a Star Wars vehicle from being turned into an overpriced model. Despite the obscure source material, 10,195 is actually an excellent and interesting set. Considering the blink and you will miss it status of these vehicles in official canon, it is quite possible that these vehicles will never be re-released, a fact which will strike fear into the heart of those seeking to add them to their collections. 4,479 TIE Bomber 2003. There have been a bunch of TIE fighter sets released through the years, but the TIE Bomber is the red-headed stepchild of lot. While the ship certainly did not have a great deal of screen time, that has not stopped the LEGO Group in other instances. The fact that its only version was released in the old blue and black color scheme illustrates just how long it is since it was released. A new version with modern building techniques and colors would surely be well received. 7,119 Twin Pod Cloud Car 2002. Designed to fit perfectly with 10,123 Cloud City's landing pad, 7,119 looks positively dated with its blocky construction and pre-orange brick color scheme. Someone at the LEGO Group really seems to hate Cloud City, as the early 2000s is the last time it was represented within the product portfolio in any meaningful way. Considering that many fans consider The Empire Strikes Back to be the best Star Wars film of all makes this seem a curious choice. 8,039 Venator-class Republic Attack Cruiser 2009. Scaling down capital ships to a reasonably priced model is a favorite method that the LEGO Group uses to produce sets at non-OX pricing levels. Few have done it better than 8,039 Venator-class Republic Attack Cruiser. This model is a masterclass at unique angles, solid construction, and being an eminently playable model. The one-hit wonders list is littered with entries that featured heavily in the Clone Wars TV series, which makes sense considering the sheer volume of source material available. This ship also appeared in both Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, so its lack of additional brick-built entries is surprising. 7,186 Watto's Junkyard 2001. Pod racers are an aspect of the Phantom Menace that are loved by some and hated by others. The LEGO Group has released multiple versions of the main racers, the two belonging to Anakin and Sebulba. Filling out the Boonday Eve Classic entrance is almost impossible without this odd offering from 2001. Billed as Watto's Junkyard, the various pieces of scrap could be assembled into two pod racers belonging to other entrants. It is notable both for its printed parts and being the only ever set to include Alda Arbito. To this day, if you want more official LEGO pod racers, this is a must-have set. That said, you will still be a long way from a full Boonday Eve lineup. 75,168 Yoda's Jedi Starfighter 2017, based on a vehicle that appears in a few episodes at the end of a season of The Clone Wars that was never traditionally aired. It is no wonder that the diminutive Jedi Master spacecraft only logs a single model. Released after The Clone Wars was cancelled, Lost Missions was a last batch of episodes released exclusively on Netflix and for physical purchase. The episodes feature a variety of intriguing storylines, the last of which sees Yoda set out on an odyssey to learn secrets of the Force. His ride is a modified Jedi Starfighter which matches his smaller size while also foreshadowing TIE Interceptors. 7659 Imperial Landing Craft 2007. This craft only has a tiny background appearance in the special edition release of A New Hope. Hailing from the early days of battle packs, when getting an army of stormtroopers together was still a novelty, this model was notable for bulking out the ranks a bit. Snot construction and a red dart projectile added some uniqueness to what is otherwise merely an inferior derivative of the deservedly better-known Imperial Shuttle. 7133 Bounty Hunter Pursuit 2002. Considering how much screen time this chase takes up in Attack of the Clones, it is truly astonishing that the only rendition of Anakin and Zam Wesell's speeders hails from the days before fleshy minifigures. Thankfully, though the figures are a bit plain, the vehicles are fairly well executed even by today's standards. That is saying something considering that the LEGO Star Wars brand was only 3 years old when 7133 Bounty Hunter Pursuit was released. It seems inevitable that a newer version will eventually be released, but there is no sign of it yet. Share your favorite LEGO Star Wars one-hit wonders in the comments or on Brick Fanatics social media. The LEGO sets based on the upcoming movie are available now. Star Wars The Last Jedi is due for release on December 14th in the UK and December 15th in the USA.